Yeah. I basically make my fucking, like, claim to fame by just playing support. Like, because the thing is, like, solo queue is a very different team dynamic than, I'm actually gonna play, like, one ranked game, because I'm tired of quick play bullshit. Quick play is such a, or I mean, sorry, solo queue is such a different environment than, like, queued play, where you have, like, maybe 3, 4 people that are all, like, directly on the same page as you.
Okay.
And I think that, like, support is probably the best thing you can do in solo queue. Not because, like, it's something that you're always going to need, but because people gather around the healer, so you can get some semblance of team play just by playing, like, Lucio. Because
Oh
people
man,
gather
that
around a
famous
Lucio.
came on yesterday when I was with some girl. She started rapping to me. I was dying. I made that bitch famous.
Get out of town. I don't know. It's just like, I live my life basically only supporting. There's no reason not to, right? Like, you have to, like, you have to assume that you're the smartest person on your team, but you can't also assume that your team is entirely retarded. Like, they're gonna be mostly retarded, like, most of the time, but you have to give them at least some credit, because, again, you can't do everything yourself. So, yeah, sometimes you have to let them watch your flanks. Sometimes you have to let them tank some bullets for you. Sometimes you have to let them get your kills, because you can't overextend to get those kills without dying. And as I said before, staying alive is really fucking important. So yeah, sometimes you aren't going to get that frag. Sometimes the person's going to live because your teammate's incompetent and can't get the kill. You know what? That's okay. You know why? Because you're still alive and you're still healing. And that's all that matters. Fucking support, man. What a legend. Lucio, the god. I mean, it's the same concept with other games too, right? Like, Dota, League of Legends, really any team game, to be honest. It's just like, it's the same sort of thing. You assume your teammates are dumb but capable, and you keep them alive. Your job is to augment your team, not to be your team, I guess is the best way to put it, right? You're just one member, one cog in a 6-man team. You can't do everything yourself. You can't make everyone do everything. One of the big concepts too is like, fucking, I notice like a lot of people like get really mad when one person is uncooperative. The best thing you can do is just like fucking move on and ignore that person. There's no point in like wasting your time like getting mad about shit when you could just be alive and healing, right? There's so much more you could be doing than wasting your time and your thought and your energy on like fucking bitching at some stupid idiot. Like, yeah, obviously like we don't need another Widowmaker, right? Obviously, like, you shouldn't be playing Anna in competitive the day she came out. But you know what? Are they going to change? I guarantee you 90% of the time they won't. You know why? Because it's a matter of pride. It doesn't even matter. Even if they want to switch heroes, they won't. And it's a matter of pride. Somebody told them to switch off before they switched off, and they're not going to do it because somebody told them to. They don't want to let you win. And that's like, it's this stupid retarded mentality that everybody has because everybody has this giant ass ego online. And that's okay. They can have their ego. And they can play their stupid character. But if you don't point it out, I guarantee they'll be like 10 times more willing to just change heroes if they need to. And yeah, sometimes they won't. Sometimes people are stubborn on their own, and they're fucking retarded, and they have no idea what they're doing, and they don't know how to play the game. But you can only control yourself. You really think that, like, yelling at somebody across the internet is going to, like, convince them of anything? I don't think so. And yeah, is that an excuse for people to be assholes? No, it's definitely not. But you can't control other people's actions, so it's kind of futile to try, you know? By the way, that was really dumb. I, like, knew there was a Widowmaker, and I went out there like a fucking idiot. I'm like, hey, I'm totally not going to get sniped, and then immediately got sniped. I'm going to blame it on being up for like 20 hours. What time is it? It's 11:30. We have 4.5 hours left on the 24-hour live stream. I don't know, man. It's like people are idiots and people are assholes. But the thing is, you can only control your own actions. So you have to try and play the best that you can and not worry about what the other people are doing, because they'll do the best that they can, and that's all you can ask for, right? Yelling at somebody isn't going to make them play better. In fact, it's probably going to do the exact opposite of that, because they're frustrated, eyes are on them, they're a little, like, there's a lot of pressure on them, all that sort of stuff. It's only going to make them play worse. Like, the best thing you can do is literally just fucking ignore it. Don't say anything. Don't encourage them. Don't say anything negative. Literally don't say anything. Because I have found that people will take offense to literally fucking anything on the internet. It's unbelievable. You can say you're an absolutely amazing person, you're handsome, you're lovely, and I want you to have my babies. And they'll be like, stop insulting me, bro. It's like, really? Fucking get over yourself. But the thing is, like, just don't say anything. They'll figure it out eventually. There's nothing you can say that's going to change anything for a positive, in a positive way. And the minority of the time it does work is not worth the majority of the time that it doesn't. I suppose I should say. Because yeah, sometimes there are people that like are totally cool and will definitely switch off of Ana if you just ask. But like the amount of times that they don't is not worth the amount of times that they do. It's better to just shut the fuck up and let them play the game. Because again, the more time you spend typing, the less time you spend healing. And healing is the most important part. You keep people alive, they do cool shit. I cannot tell you how many times I've won a game just purely off of getting one good ult where somebody has done something cool because they've lived maybe 5 seconds longer than they were supposed to. How many times it's been like a play of the game because my Zarya has 3 HP and also a Lucio shield instead of no HP. And yeah, I mean, you've probably already heard all this advice before. You know why? Because it works. And yeah, maybe it doesn't work immediately because maybe you're not the best Lucio in the world or the best Zenyatta in the world. The only way you get better is by practicing, and that's the same with your teammates too. Like, if you don't let anyone ever play Ana, how do you expect Ana to ever be developed? And you can't really just say go play in quick play, because we just got done, and not an hour ago, playing a quick play game with 4 Genjis in it. Okay? It's not the same environment. You have to let people try new things in competitive. Because again, one game, it's not the end of the world. Just re-queue, play another game. It's not the end of the world. It's just a game. And yeah, I'm like, that's probably pretty cliche to say, but like, I'm the last person that would ever accept that as an excuse. If anybody knows me out there, you would know that this isn't just a game to me. Like, video games are not just games to me. It's the same thing as like professional sports to an athlete, right? Yes, it's a game, but the thing is you take it more seriously than that, right? It's a hobby. It's something you do not only just in your free time, but also to better yourself, to feel like you accomplished something, right? It's not just a game. But the thing is, it is just a game, right? At the end of the day, this one game that you lost doesn't matter. The 2 games that you lost don't matter. What matters is that, hey, I died less times this game than I died last game. I did more damage. I did more healing. I did more for the team. There were more sound barriers. I had provided. All of my sound barriers were more useful. I got them to more members of the team than I did last time. There's so many little things that you can improve like game by game that have absolutely nothing to do with winning. And by improving those little things, you improve your chances of winning. So it's a win-win. There's literally no reason not to like keep track of those little things. Like, hey, I noticed I've been dying a lot recently. What can I do to solve that? Let's play farther back, right? Let's play a little bit more behind my team, and we'll play a little bit more conservative. Hey, I died less. Perfect. But wait, I noticed there's a few things I can be going for, right? And I think I'm safe here, so I'll try it, right? Okay, I died. I guess I can't go forward in that situation. But wait, this time it worked out. All right, I can go for that in this specific situation. And then you look for those situations, right? You look for those situations that work. And that's what matters, right? You're learning, you're progressing, you're learning new things. Like this sort of thing, right? Yeah, you're supposed to hold the gate, but I'm Lucio. I'm fast enough where I can get back to this area and still be able to pressure out there. And yeah, like, some of them blew their abilities for that. Some of them wasted a little bit of time, like, oh, I gotta scope in as Anna now and shoot this Lucio. And maybe that's not a big deal, but it's something, right? And anything going towards winning you the game is huge. Because it really, what a game comes down to is a bunch of small things, right? It's very rarely that one big thing decides a game. It's a lot of small advantages going one way or the other that accumulate into a victory. So you have to get those small victories when you can. Any small victory that you can get is very important. Because, hey, maybe one character dead now means that he doesn't have an ult in the next team fight. Or maybe their team fight is delayed by 30 seconds, which lets our diva get her ult. Or something along those lines, right? One thing can snowball into a huge win. But it's so you have to play the odds, right? You have to get as many of those small things as you can. Playing solo queue in a game like this is all about like playing the odds, doing as much as you can despite the fact that you're just a smaller cog in a bigger machine. Damn. I'm a Cree. Good shot. And that's another good thing too. I noticed this a lot in Super Smash Bros. Actually. I want you to go watch literally any Smash Bros. Tournament in the universe. I want you to watch the player cam. Anytime any player loses a stock, this is what they do right here. They go like this. They nod. Why? It's acknowledgement. Maybe it doesn't. It's the same thing as smiling, right? Smiling makes you happy, and you're happy when you smile. It's like this subconscious thing where your brain is like, oh, he just nodded. That must mean he acknowledges it. And then like you just subconsciously like are okay with it. If you start getting mad and start saying like things are bullshit, you're never gonna move past it, and your mentality is fucked. You're never gonna like get over it. And that's basically how choking happens, is you don't acknowledge something, you say something is stupid, you're not okay with it, and your mentality just gets fucked, right? That's bad. That's really, really bad. You want consistency when you play. Consistency is the best possible thing you can strive for. So you want to acknowledge good things. Like, yeah, I died, and it was stupid, and maybe McCree's too strong right now. But you know what? That was a good fucking shot. He hit me between the Diva and the Reinhardt shield. It was a nice shot, and I'm okay with that. Right? It's one death. I can handle that. There's still plenty of game left to be played. And hey, like, again, the game is not perfect. No game ever will be. That's the beauty of competitive games, is that they're always changing, always evolving. There's always something new to learn, something better. And hell, things are going to be broken and things are going to be stupid. But the best thing you can do is just get over it, right? Because the thing is, there's nothing you complaining in a game can do to make things better. They're not gonna put the game on hold, patch it, and then put it back on, right? You may as well just move on. Just give it a nod, give it that Smash Bros nod, move on, and let it go. And again, we're using Lucio. Reset the situation. Get this back into neutral if we possibly can. As long as my team doesn't die, we should be good. And hey, look at that. We still have Reinhardt and D.Va alive. D.Va was able to get off an ult after the Zen ult wore off. Hey, it wasn't perfect, but the thing is, we survived a little bit longer, and maybe that sways the tide. We still have people alive. There's a Widowmaker, McCree. I don't know, man. I don't know if we can win this game. Doesn't really matter to me. Actually, it does. I want to win. That's why I play competitive games. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get salty over a loss, because I can just press Q again. I can just find another fucking game. Eventually, I'm bound to win one game. There has to be a point at which I'll win a game. I can't lose forever. And really, like, even if you don't, like, necessarily agree with this, right? Like, maybe you don't believe in the power of subconscious, like, hey, maybe you just fucking, like, accept it, sort of thing. Even just saying it. Just saying it. I died to a Genji ult. God, that's stupid. It's really fucking annoying that every single Genji in the entire world only ever ults for me because I'm the support hero. Acknowledging it and saying, alright, well, that's his job. That's literally what he's supposed to do. That's what you need to do. You need to acknowledge it and move on, because getting tilted is not going to help. And really, that death right there was my fault. I played too far forward. I wasn't up there with my Reinhardt shield, and I got hooked for it. That's my fault. I literally could have played better and not died there, and we probably would have held this maybe a little better. I was at 90% ult. If I had lived there, I would have had an ult, and maybe we pushed this back instead of dying. So, yes, I played poorly. That was my fault. I could have maybe won us that game if I wasn't, like, bad. I don't know. Ah, the old coin flip win. I don't know, man. Fucking competitive games. They're meant to be taken seriously. And I don't think that saying, well, I'm just playing to have fun is an excuse, right? Everybody says that, right? They say, I'm just playing to have fun. And I think that's bullshit, right? Because this isn't a game that you're allowed to do whatever you want in. This is a competitive game you queued specifically for the mode in which people are ranked, based on their skill. If you want to do whatever you want, play quick play, right? But if you want like a serious, like actual test of skill, play competitive. So saying you're just playing for fun isn't necessarily a fucking excuse, right? You're not playing for fun, you're playing to win. That's why everybody's playing. Winning is objectively more fun than losing, 99% of the time. And I know everyone can admit that. Losing is always worse feeling than winning. And that's due to something called loss aversion, where we feel losses about twice as much as we feel wins. So like, they did a study, on average, losses feel twice as worse, or twice as bad as wins feel good. Anyway. We don't like to lose. Human beings don't like to lose. But the thing is, like, you can't excuse losses by just playing it off like it's nothing. The worst thing you can do is not acknowledge the loss, right? Just be like, oh, I wasn't trying, or like, it doesn't mean anything, right? Because then you don't see your mistakes. You can acknowledge a loss and not get mad about it. And that's entirely possible. And that's how a lot of good players got to be where they are, is by acknowledging losses and learning from them and saying, hey, wait a minute, maybe I'm not the best player in the world right now. And then eventually, maybe they did get to be the best player in the world because they took the time, they acknowledged the losses, they didn't just play it off. You don't improve at all from just playing for fun, right? You don't improve at all from just dicking around. That's why people try hard. That's why people fucking YOLO. They do things that maybe they wouldn't do because they want to win. They're more aggressive, more confident, more whatever you want to call it. Because they want to win. And that drive to win is like what's so important and what drives these fucking esports to be as popular as they are. So saying you're just playing for fun, like, I would say is pretty bullshit. It's literally going against the entire point of the game. Yes, you can have fun, and you're allowed to have fun, but there's a lot of fun to be had in playing the game, like, in a way that is conducive to winning. Like, I don't know. How much fun can you really have having like 5 people frustrated at you and then losing a game immediately afterwards? Like, I don't know. It just seems like really counterintuitive to me. And really, that's what it is. It doesn't make any sense. It's not supposed to make sense. It's an excuse. It's people not wanting to acknowledge their losses. We're actually maybe gonna lose this. I only had one ult, and my one ult wasn't that good. And again, you can only control how you play, right? So it's not worth me saying, well, but D.Va's ult could have been better. I saw her ult, and she barely hit anyone with it. That's not worthwhile. I'm not going to ever see this D.Va again in my life, right? So what can I have done better? When I ulted 2 people. Well, 3 people. Myself, the Roadhog, and the Ana. Everybody else was either in a building or dead. That was a waste of an ult because we didn't get anything done with it. Immediately after I ulted, I got McCree ulted because I pushed really far forward. I didn't get anything done with that ult. It was a complete fucking waste, and we almost lost the game because of it. What a sick play of the game. But yeah, like, the best thing you can do is, like, look at what you could have done better. I could have died less times than that sudden death, too. I think I died 3, maybe 4 times. I spent a lot of time staring at my teammates, watching them push the point, instead of actively helping them push it. $64, boys. Let's fucking go. We got almost a whole rank from that. That's really good. We might even hit 25. Who knows? Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll lose and we'll go down 2 ranks because we were, like, that outclassed. I don't know. It all depends. That's just how the old Overwatch rolls. Sometimes you get a good game, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a good team, sometimes you don't. You work with what you've got. At the end of the day, complaining won't make your team any better. And complaining won't make your team not trash. Some teams just don't work well together, and that's something that, like, people need to accept. Certain people just grate on each other, and the best thing you can do is either not talk to each other or just wait until the game's over and move on. Because chances are, like, at this upper echelon of play, like, once you start hitting, I would assume about rank 70, that's usually, I think 70 is top 1%. You start seeing the same players more, but basically anything below that, you're never going to see these players again, right? What's the point in getting into an argument if you're never going to see this person again? It's a waste of energy. I will literally never interact with this person again in my life. And if I do, chances are I won't even remember this. So there's no point. There's no point. There's no damn point in getting frustrated. It's a waste of time, a waste of energy, and nothing good comes of it. Like, literally, the way to be the absolute best teammate, in my opinion, is, like, to say nothing, do your job, and just shut the fuck up, right? No conflict has ever come from everybody just shutting up and doing their job. I swear to God. Like, be as non-confrontational as possible by literally not saying anything. So maybe I'm not getting the most beneficial heals here, but I'm playing safe, right? I don't want to die during this initial push, because dying during this initial push is a really bad idea, because it's a long commute back. And that usually means that they have the point, because our team has 1 support, so we're not going to have the sustain to hold the point if I die. That's another thing, too. If you're solo queuing as support, you're, like, 99% of the time, you're going to be the only support. And you're going to have to live with that. I would suggest Mercy or Lucio. Basically 100% of the time if you're solo support. There's other options that aren't necessarily as good, but equally viable, I guess. I don't know. It all depends on what you're good at and what you think you can get away with. But I would say Lucio and Mercy are most consistent. But hey, look at that. I lived, I got ult, I used it, and we pushed back their like secondary push on the point. Fucking sick. All with the power of staying alive. But yeah, like I was saying, 99% of the time, you're going to be the only support, which makes staying alive all the more important. Why? Because your team has 0 sustain without you on the team. A big part of the like neutral game of Overwatch, I guess, like I don't know what to call it. In Melee, it's the neutral game. It's these like footsies back and forth where they're trying to push us and we're trying to push them, but we don't really want to push too far and they don't want to push too far because we're all trying to get ults and we don't want to like overextend. It's these sorts of footsies you need to stay alive in, right? And a lot of that comes down to the sustain, right? You have your healer and all of this little tiny like flak damage coming through. It adds up over time unless you have a healer. Because 5 damage here, 5 damage there, eventually that's going to kill you if you never get healed. And there are not enough health packs on the map to go around. Maps are specifically designed to not have enough health packs to go around. Not even between a single team. Not even like one or like 2 teams like vying for health packs. One team does not have enough health packs for all of them. You have to have a healer to make sure that chip damage doesn't add up. You want to be able to reset that chip damage so it's even harder for them to push in the next time. Hide as close as possible in a safe place, because you still want to be able to get to your team whenever, like as soon as you can, to be able to start up the healing train again. But at the same time, you want to make sure you're safe. Again, it's a sort of judgment, like game sense sort of thing where you learn it over time, right? Like, oh, I hid behind this pillar when Soldier 76 was ulting, and I lived. But this time I hid behind the pillar for a Reaper ult, and he came around because he saw me go behind the pillar, and he killed me anyway. So maybe I can try something else. Maybe I can go above the pillar. Maybe I can speed boost and run a little farther back instead, because he can't keep up with me then. Like, it's these little games of like, what can I do to stop this situation from happening again? And what can I do to help this situation happen again? It's these little bits of like purposeful practice that really help people become better players. Focusing on what you can do better and what you can change to make things go in your favor is absolutely the best way to improve, because it's literally improving itself. There's no bullshit. There's no added like fucking, oh, lose 30 pounds in like 3 days or whatever. No, it's realistic. It's achievable goals. Like, yeah, I was like, when I first started playing Overwatch, my goal was not to like solo queue my way to like fucking the top of the ranks or whatever. But it ended up happening. You know why? Because I have no friends, and also I'm really good at learning competitive games. I'm not good at competitive games, I'm just good at learning them. That's the sad thing. I don't have the commitment, nor do I have the motivation to be really, really ridiculously good at a video game. And that's something I have to deal with, and that's something that's frustrated me greatly in my life, is that like, my dream when I was like 12 years old was to be a professional StarCraft player, and I did not have the commitment. I didn't care about purposeful practice. I didn't do anything that I was supposed to. That was a weird ass ult. What the fuck? That was like a Roadhog hook right there. That shit pulled me through a wall. But I didn't do any of the purposeful practice, and look at me now. I am top 5% in StarCraft 2. But you know what I'm not? A professional player. Because I didn't have the dedication, and I didn't have the practice when it mattered. So here I am, fucking deadbeat, 24 hours streaming when I have work tomorrow. telling people how to get really good at video games. I guess it's not the worst place in the world. It could be worse. I could be both bad at video games and bad at learning. It could just be exponentially worse. God damn it. That was really stupid. I like knew the Reaper was there and I just kind of ignored him, and so did everyone else. I don't know. It's those sort of like patterns you have to pick up on your teammates too. It's like, what sort of things do they notice and what sort of things do they let go? So if you see them like repeatedly letting something go, like not really dealing with flankers, you have to kind of pick that up yourself, because again, you're a single part in a larger machine. You can only control your own actions. So what do you do when your team isn't doing something? Don't yell at them. Why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. They're not gonna do it because it's a matter of pride. Literally, don't say anything. Shut your mouth, turn off your mic, don't say a single word. Just watch for flankers. That's all you have to do. Just be more wary of flankers. There's no secret, there's no magic technique. Literally just look around more. There's no point in getting mad. There's no point in yelling at people. Why? It doesn't make people play better. There's literally zero reason to do it. Like, I don't I don't know. This happens in every game too. Every single team game I've ever played, and I've played pretty much every single one, is that like something bad happens. We get flanked by a Reaper and like, I don't know, he gets like the perfect ult. It's like a sextuple kill. And then immediately somebody's like, well, why isn't D.Va watching for flankers? And it's like, are you playing D.Va? No? Shut the fuck up. Are you playing Genji? Yes. Cool. Go flank them. Do your job. Don't worry about anyone else. Why? Because people learn from their mistakes. This is how humans function. Something goes poorly, we think about it, we think of a solution, we fix it. You think yelling at them is going to help them come to that solution any faster? I don't think so, because yelling at people makes them stubborn, and stubbornness is not conducive to learning things. Trust me on that one. Living proof of that. Stubbornness does not help on learning anything. Oh shit. Yeah, that was my fault. D.Va's thing does not block hooks. And see, again, that's my fault, right? Like, I could have gotten mad, like, oh, D.Va, you should be, like, playing farther forward. You should be YOLOing in. No, that's stupid. I played too far forward. It was my fault, and I got fucked for it. Every action has a consequence. Consequences can be good or bad. You have to weigh the pros and cons of each action. See if it's worth it or not. And that's why improving at games is so hard, right? Because you have to do all of these things that are completely counterintuitive to what you normally do. Normally, when you lose, you get mad. Everybody does. I get mad when I lose. You've seen it on this stream, probably, if you've watched before. I get really salty when I lose in StarCraft to somebody that I think is worse than me. It's, like, unbelievable how, like, angry that gets me. But at the same time, right? Like, it's a game. At the end of the day, I have time. I can queue up for another game. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week when I'm less salty. Because yes, it definitely lasts that long. I'm the saltiest man alive. That's why they call me Walnut, man. Walnuts don't taste good without salt. And I'm not good at video games without salt. Kappa HD. But the thing is, like, right, like, I can always play another game. The servers aren't shutting down because I lost a game. If they were, that'd be really sad. Right? You may as well just do what you can, play what you can, and try to enjoy the games that you do play. Right? Like, sometimes I go for, like, when I play Melee with Alex, his Peach fucking destroys my Falco. It's like, it destroys me so bad that I would say sometimes it is legitimately not fun. Because, like, it's just, I can't get in. There's nothing I can do. So what do? I make the game fun for myself. I give myself little challenges, right? Like, I'm like, alright, so this time I'm gonna kill him with, like, a Randy forward smash. Just the dumbest fucking kill option I possibly can get. Just like a Randy forward smash. Maybe I'll go for more style than I normally do. Because that's what I find fun. That's what you do. Maybe if you're not having fun the normal way, have fun by giving yourself something a little bit extra. Something that doesn't necessarily interfere with, like, the gameplay or, like, what your team is doing, but like something that just like adds a little like cute factor. Like, hey, I wanna finish this game while pushing somebody off a ledge, right? I want to kill 3 people by pushing them off the ledge. And if that happens, then this game is a success for me, whether or not we win or lose. By the way, small tip for Lucio's ult, it actually lasts a little bit longer than after you hit the ground. So if there's somebody behind a wall that didn't get your ult, you can peek around the wall and they'll still get the shield even though you've already hit the ground. I believe it lasts as long as the sound waves are still visible, but I could be wrong about that. Just a little tip to make your Lucio ult a little bit more efficient if your team is playing a little bit uncooperatively with the whole "I'm gonna stand next to you" thing. Definitely important when you have like a team of flankers. Like, say you have a Genji and a Tracer. Genjis are pretty much always going to be off doing their own thing behind a wall or whatever. So sometimes you can catch them in it, and it really helps them out. Like, it's really, really important to make sure that you do whatever you can to make sure your teammates have the best possible chance of doing cool shit. That's basically what support is in a nutshell, is keep people alive so they can do cool shit. Oh my god, are you real? Are we living the life? 65, boys. Let's fucking go. I believe we were underdogs that game because I got more than a full rank off of that. I'm Lost TV. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. We still have 4 more hours to go in this 24-hour live stream. I've been awake for 20 fucking hours. Well, more than that because I was awake before my stream started. But yeah. Also, a little tip for Zenyatta, Anna, and probably Mercy too. Have heal priority, right? This is a little list you have in the back of your mind of who gets healing before everyone else. And this, like, I played a shit ton of Zenyatta. Let me show you this shit right now. I played a shit ton of Zenyatta before he got buffed. This was all in quick play. I have not played quick play. Well, before today, obviously. I have not played quick play since competitive came out. So all of this was before competitive came out. These 35 hours on Zenyatta. The reason I was able to be successful on the hero, despite him being like not the best healer, is because I have a heal priority. And you need to ask yourself, what can this person get off of the healing that I can give him in a limited amount of time, right? So let's take a comparison, a very extreme comparison that happens all of the time. You have a Reinhardt with half HP and a full shield, and you have a Genji with 100 HP. Who do you heal first? A lot of people I see heal the Reinhardt because he has lower HP, lower percentage HP. Wrong. You heal the Genji. Why? Because he can do way more than 50 HP than Reinhardt can do with 50 HP. And the thing is, Reinhardt has his shield, right? So he's not going to be taking direct damage for at least a little while. And in that little while, maybe I get up my ult so I can save him if he does get or if he does get too low. Or maybe I can heal him up later when he goes to retreat or something like that. Genji can do so much more with 50 HP than Reinhardt can. And really, a lot of your time as a support is spent really just budgeting that small amount of time that you have. How can I heal up everybody and still not get fucked by the, like, flanking Reaper or whatever, right? Everything you can possibly do is about budgeting your time, staying alive, keeping yourself active, always be doing something. Unless you're waiting for your team. I guess that's something though, right? Is waiting for your team, does that count as like a thing you're doing? I guess so. That's an action. Yeah, never like go into a point alone. You need to be aware of where your team is at all times so that you don't push into like a stupid situation. Because right, I've seen this happen a lot of times too, where it's like like your whole team dies, you spawn in, you rush towards the point, you're trying to heal everybody up, you're trying to make things happen, you're trying to be a good support, everybody's dead, and you still keep rushing in. No, back up, wait for your team, right? There's no reason for you to be dead, because now all of your, like, if you die there, all of your spawn timers are unsynced, and that's bad, because that means they rush in without a healer because they're probably going to do the same thing you just did. You have to assume that you're the smartest person on your team, but you can't also assume that everyone on your team is incompetent. You have to give them a little bit of credit, but not too much credit. That's the key right there. That's the like strats. Give them credit, but not too much credit. Because again, you're just a small cog in a big machine. You have to do what you can to help while also still making plays. If you can help in the appropriate way, you'll win more games than you lose. And really, that's how you rank up. That's how MMR works. If you win more games than you lose, generally you're going to be ranking up. Unless you abuse the underdog system, which I definitely did. I actually ranked up from, I believe, 52 to 63 with a 48% win ratio. Because I won games with the underdog mechanic, and I lost games where I wasn't the where I was the underdog. If you lose games you're supposed to lose and win games you're not supposed to win, you can actually rank up with a negative win rate. Anyway, I hope this is informative to you guys, because I'm trying really hard right now. Again, I've been awake for about 22 hours now, and I'm going to be awake for about 4 more hours, and then immediately pass out. So I might not be talking completely coherently. Sentences are really hard when you've been awake this long. Hey, nice, we got the team kill. That's an assured victory, pretty much. Okay, maybe not. Everybody spawned at the wrong time. We were so close. I think we should still be able to hold this until the team gets back. With the Zarya, probably. Yeah, everybody's like here now, so I just have to like not die. Damn, I was close. Alright. The True Nova 21, thank you so much for the follow, fam. I really appreciate that one. Every follow means a hell of a lot to me. I stream as a hobby. I find streaming really, really fun, even though it absolutely decimates my vocal cords. We're probably going to hear a couple of voice cracks before the night is done. Why? Because my vocal cords are not ready for this. Yeah, it really means a lot to me. It's always nice to have people in chat, always nice to have people watching, but at the end of the day, I do this for fun. Alright, so you saw there, like, I'm just waiting around for my team. I'm not trying to make too many things happen, because I'm just a support hero. There's only so much I can do, right? And that's something you need to accept, as a player, right? I see this happen too many times, where, like, somebody is, like, somebody's doing really well, and we lose a game, and you see this a lot at the end of the game, right? Everybody's like, oh, but I had, like, 3 gold medals, and I had, like, 5 gold medals, or I got like gold eliminations and like all this shit, and they're like, I played so well, and it's like, yeah, you did. You played really, really well, and we lost anyway. You know why? Because you're 1 player out of 6. There's only so much you can do, and sometimes you just have to accept that, right? You can play perfectly and still lose a game because your team wasn't there for you, and that's just something that's gonna happen when you solo queue. Sometimes your team isn't there for you. Sometimes you just get a team that can't work together. That's going to happen. Not everyone can work together, and you have to accept that. Sometimes you lose on games where maybe you should have won because you played super, super well. You had everything perfect. You always amped it up. Nobody died when they in a way that was like really stupid because you were always keeping them alive. Every one of your sound barriers was perfect. It always countered an ult, but your team just couldn't hold it together. That's fine. Sometimes that happens. But the thing is, if you stay consistent, if you always do that, if you're making fewer and fewer mistakes every single game, if you're always holding it together and you're always getting those sorts of like ults where it's you ult and it just completely negates 1 or 2 other ults, you're always going to win more games than you lose statistically because you're always having a huge game impact. And really, sometimes, yeah, you have a huge game impact and you lose, but majority of the time, you're going to have a huge game impact and you're going to fucking wreck them. And really, like, that's how a lot of support heroes work, is like, generally, the way matchmaking works is it places people of a similar skill level against each other. People who should be winning 50-50 against each other. That is how 90% of your matches should go. But the turning point The real linchpin in your strategy is always going to be the support hero. Why? Because that is the biggest game changer. If one team is just alive for 3 minutes longer than the other team total, who do you think is going to win? Right? They're going to have more damage done. They're going to have more ulti charge. They're going to have more ults in general. And ults are the biggest factor in this game. They're going to have more damage done, more healing done, more everything done. It's really, really important that you just don't die and don't let your team die. Biggest, most important parts of the team play. By the way, that flank is actually pretty safe. I knew I had Roadhog behind me because he was walking in that direction, and I heard his footsteps. So if anything goes south, I literally just walk behind Roadhog, right? And then what do? They deal with our Roadhog. They can't walk past him. He has a shotgun. Roadhog is really scary. So, like, again, it's just a game sense thing. You just have to judge these situations. Like, alright, I have a Roadhog behind me. I've seen that he's pretty competent. He's willing to follow me into places. He knows what he's doing. And it worked out, right? We killed their flank completely. We absolutely shut it down. And it didn't do anything. And now they're, like, pretty behind because of it. And we have a solid defense despite not having a Symmetra. And that's what you have to work with, right? You have to find who on your team is competent. Who can you, like, trust to do things sometimes. It's like working with children, right? Like, who can you trust, like, alone with, like, the ice cream sandwiches? You got like 7 12-year-olds. Who can you trust with like the responsibility of divvying out the ice cream sandwiches? You have to find people that, like, are good enough that you can trust. Again, like, give people credit, but not too much credit. Again, they're 12-year-olds, right? You can't trust them with everything. Unfortunately, Blizzard decided to trust these 12-year-olds with guns. That was a mistake. But that's okay, because we can work with that. There's a lot you can do with very little. One good person on your team is enough to make a successful hold happen. Like, again, I've seen now multiple times this Roadhog absolutely knows what he's doing. So I'm going out of my way to help him a little bit more than some of the other players on my team. You have to kind of make these judgment calls in the middle of a game. Who is the best player on this team other than me? Because obviously I'm the best guy here. I'm the smartest guy here. I know what I'm doing. I'm the solo queuer. Let's fucking go. Right? It's an assumption you have to make. And hey, another ult. Another ult completely fucking wasted from Soldier 76. It didn't do shit. He didn't get a single kill if I saw kill feed correctly. And hey, we kept Reaper alive long enough so that he got a triple kill ult. Unbelievable. We still hold this point. Nice. That's all we need to do, right? We just won us the game, probably. That's all you need to do. And look, the enemy team is complaining because they say our team is way too coordinated. You know what? Our team is a bunch of solo queue players. You know why we're coordinated? Because all of us are just shutting up and doing what we need to. Nobody's complaining. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody has to say anything. Because we all understand we're just here to do our job and we're playing the best that we can. No harsh words or, like, complaining are going to make us play remotely better. There's literally nothing anybody can say that will have a positive impact on the game. That is what I've learned doing solo queue in every fucking game imaginable. And hey, we lost the point. But look, we held them off until they had 14 seconds left. And you know what that means? Less time to attack the second point. And the second point is a fucking bitch to attack. So good luck with that, enemy team. And hey, if we lose this point too, it's just a coin flip. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Who cares? We got a shit ton of MMR last game, so I'm kind of ready for the loss. I'm feeling it. But again, if two teams are of exactly equal skill level, but one is alive 3 minutes longer than the other one, who do you think wins that game? I guarantee you, if you, like, apply these tips of literally just the one tip of just stay alive, I swear to God, you'll win, like, a bunch more games than you win right now. That was stupid. I should have ulted, like, 3 seconds earlier. Like, right when Zarya ulted, if I had ulted, that would have been perfect. But I waited way too long. I shouldn't have died there. That was my fault. I mean, On a good note, we still have our ult for the next push, and we held that, so we're fine. But I definitely shouldn't have died there. But again, like, yeah, just literally the one tip, stay alive. That's all you need to do, is support. Sometimes you're going to have to stack a teammate to do it. That's okay. Literally just stay alive. You don't do any healing when you're dead. You barely gain any ult charge when you're dead. You will do 10 times more if you just stay alive for a little bit longer than you will if you like YOLO in to save one guy or dive in to kill like a Mercy or whatever. There's so much more to be had by just fucking staying alive. Like, honestly, I honestly chose to play fucking support because I was so frustrated watching everyone else like support and just fucking YOLO in as Lucio. Like, he's good, he's survivable, yes, I understand that. He's not that good. Trust me, it's 200 HP. It's not that much. And that's fine. Sometimes you can't YOLO in, sometimes you can't go for the pick. But it's not your job to go for the pick. It's your job to keep everyone alive. And that's what you need to be doing. All you need to do, all your team expects you to do, is keep people alive. And you know what? That's the thing too. If all I've ever done is just heal and use ults when I'm supposed to, and just never say a word, people don't complain about me. When I start mouthing off and I start being an ass, which I am known to do, because I get frustrated with video games just like any other normal human being, people get mad, people get angry, I tend to lose more games, people get more frustrated, I can't work with the team because I'm already like stubborn and frustrated and I can't listen to what they're saying. And I can't take their advice because it's a matter of pride at that point. The moment I start saying words, shit goes south. So you know what? I just chose not to say words and it goes so much better. This was stupid. This was really dumb. Yeah. I thought Zarya had like slightly more HP and she really didn't. That was my bad. I think we should still maybe hold here. I have ult when I come back. Oh, and Reaper just got the greatest fucking ult in the history of mankind. So we're completely fine. Like, again, give your teammates some credit. They do shit well, sometimes. But don't give them too much credit. You still got your own self to watch out for. But again, like, I'm not even going to say anything positive either. Why? Because it's not worth it. Doesn't matter. If I say, nice job, Reaper, what does that change? It maybe puts a little bit more pressure on him to play better in the future, and I don't think that's really going to help him any. Like, I ain't like a Scientologist, but, like, I don't think putting more pressure on him is going to make him perform any better. The majority of people, it doesn't. And even if that doesn't happen, then it still doesn't change anything. Like, yeah, he feels good about himself. Cool. Does that help us win the game? Not really. So what's the point? It takes up my time because I have to type it out. And it takes up his time because he has to read it instead of focusing on what he's supposed to be doing. Doesn't change anything. Don't be negative. Don't be positive. Don't be anything. Be completely fucking neutral. By the way, that was really stupid. I shouldn't have been down there. We might actually lose the round off of that. That was really stupid. Because I have ult, so like I could have like kept Roadhog and Zarya and alive there. I can save McCree and he'll get a better ult here. Yeah. Like, again, it's cost benefit analysis. It's that heal priority. Who can get more out of this? Should I save this or should I use it on the ulting McCree so that he stays alive? There are absolutely no distractions on this point right now. So what's the best option here? Keep McCree alive. He can't stay alive by himself, and he can't stay alive with a distraction because there is none. So what do we do to keep him alive? We can ult. And hey, it worked out. He got 2 kills, he cleared the point, and it's fine. It's all about cost-benefit analysis and having a proper list in your head of what do I need to do in, like, if situation A happens. It's really a flowchart, really. If situation A happens, what do I do? Right? If situation A happens with this stipulation, what do I do? Support is, I would say, the absolute hardest class to play. Not necessarily within like a gameplay perspective. You don't have to like have like the sickest aim in the universe, or like you don't have to be like fucking Kenny S or whatever. But support is hard because you have to have knowledge not only of yourself and every single character in the game, but you also have to have on the fly knowledge about people you've never played with before. You have to be able to analyze, is this guy worth rezzing as Mercy? Can he do something good for my team if I res him right now? 66, the dream? The fucking dream. Unbelievable. The dream. This is the dream. It's the power of positivity, right? If you are positive, I swear to God, you'll win more games than if you sit here and whine about everything stupid that happened. It sounds stupid. It really does. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was dumb. I was like, what are you talking about, right? Stupid. It doesn't make sense. You're not actually playing better. You're just thinking you're playing better. But the thing is, like, the subconscious mind works very interestingly. It's like, it's very, very much so based around stimulus and not on logic. The subconscious does not work on logic at all. It's based on external stimulus and repetition, or like recognizing certain what's it called, patterns, right? If the subconscious recognizes that when I smile I'm happy, then the next time I smile it's going to make me happy to compensate, right? It's like that's the general thought process behind that, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I could be talking out of my ass here. I've been up for 22 hours. Losing 6 ranks in a row is so tilting. Yeah, it really is. And it's okay to get mad about it, but you have to acknowledge those losses too. You can't just say, like, oh, I wasn't trying, or like, damn, bro, it was because McCree's broken, or like something like that. You have to acknowledge the loss. Why did I lose? Maybe it was because the team just couldn't work together, and that happens sometimes. I've definitely, when I got placed, I dropped from 52 to 46 because I got a bunch of like bad teams in a row. But I don't care about bad teams. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna change that, because this is what actually happened. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat this. I got tilted. I got mad. I complained about teams. I complained about bullshit. This was, I think, back when McCree was broken or something like that. Like, I got real mad. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. I keep getting shitty ass teams, and I never once stopped to consider what I could have done better. Maybe I didn't play. Maybe I shouldn't have played Zenyatta when he wasn't buffed yet. When he was still kind of garbage. Maybe I should have just played Mercy instead. Maybe I could have been nicer to my teammates and they would have been more receptive to my advice. Or maybe I could have just shut the fuck up and just let people do what they want to do and let people do their jobs. Right? I never once stopped to think about what I did wrong. So I never acknowledged my losses, so I never improved. And then the moment I started acknowledging my losses and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I should just, like, if I'm the only support, maybe it's a good idea to just play Lucio, right? Lucio can definitely solo heal. He's got the potential. He can hold the team together. He's a literal fucking god. He's black. He's Brazilian. He is my hero, right? Just play Lucio. It's not hard. That's all I had to do, right? And here, look at me now. I fucking hit 66. I'm a legend. I'm a fucking god. That's what it is. Power of positivity and also black Brazilians. It's the life. It's the dream. Wow. Well, that was fucking easy. They did not get on that at all. And again, sometimes your team is going to carry you. Like, really fucking hard. Like this right now, I haven't done shit. It's been, like, entirely Lucio and, like, Reaper and Reinhardt have been, like, straight up fucking destroying. I haven't done shit this game. All I've done is die. That's it. All I've done is die. I haven't hit a shot. Okay, wait. I hit a couple shots. Scratch that. I hit a couple shots. I haven't done shit this game. But that's okay, because sometimes your team just carries. Sometimes your team is really fucking good. Can't rely on that all the time, though. You give them credit, but not too much credit. That's what you do. They're idiots. But only sometimes. Most of the time. Not all the time. I'm still the smartest guy on my team. You know I am. I know I am. Well, unless you're the Roadhog, because then you are the smartest person on your team. But I'm still the smartest person on my team. That's how it works. You're always the smartest on your team. You have to assume that. Because that leads you into a mentality of Not necessarily superiority. That's the wrong way to go with it. Don't think that you're better than everyone. Think that you're smarter than everyone. Because if you're smarter than everyone, you make good decisions. And good decisions rub off on other people. Good decisions lead to small victories. Small victories lead to big victories. Every single competitive game I've ever played is a game of seconds, not a game of minutes, not a game of hours. A Dota 2 game can be 6 hours long. Actually, a StarCraft... I'm gonna talk about Swarmhost for a second. There was a StarCraft 2 game that was 2.5 hours long. Mind you, StarCraft 2 games are generally 15 minutes. It was 2.5 hours. But you know what? That game came down to seconds. It always comes down to seconds. It's always seconds. Because small victories add up to big victories. Every single time. I've never seen it not happen. I very rarely see people win off big victories because big victories don't happen in a realistic scenario. Big victories only happen when, like, your opponent may as well not exist in the first place. When it's so much of a role that it's not even, like, a video game anymore. It's literally just, like, I'm gonna, like, browse Tinder. Swiping right as I'm, like, fucking steamrolling these gents right here. The only thing that matters is small victories. And you have to strive for those, right? Like, hey, I'm, like, pushing this Genji back because I have a Discord orb on him. He can't do shit about that. So, hey, that means my team maybe gets to push up on that upper right side a little bit more. Small victory. Sick. It didn't work out, but the more you go for, the more you get. It's statistically proven that the more you go for, the more you get. That's just how statistics work. So if you can throw out enough opportunities where you can get, like, where you have the potential to get a small victory, you'll get a bunch more small victories. And the more small victories you get, the more it snowballs and snowballs and snowballs until you start getting those really, really big victories. And the biggest victory of them all is winning the game. And again, it's just a game of seconds. You're winning those small engagements, right? Like, hey, maybe I haven't had the biggest game impact. In fact, I've had no game impact. But maybe like I can help out with this ult, right? Next push, I won't get Reinhardt ulted because I'm a god. Next push, I won't get Genji ulted, I promise. I'll ult to not get Genji ulted. That's my plan right now, right? Again, like, what could I have done better in that engagement? Immediately after I entered the engagement, I got Reinhardt ulted, I got Genji ulted, and I got charged. What can I do to avoid that scenario? Not play so close. Zenyatta has a shit ton of range. So what do? I'll just sit back. They up to the speed of his ulti, so I can just walk up there. I can just, like, float my stupid Zenyatta ass over there. Because he's so fucking fast in his ult. It's unreal. Like, there's no reason for me to play that close. I don't know. Like, about the whole, like, losing ranks thing, like, again, it's a matter of, like, accepting losses. It's okay to be mad because you lost a game, but you can't dwell on that loss, right? You can't let that loss define you. It's just one game out of hundreds, out of thousands. At the end of the day, it's just another statistic. Doesn't matter. It's just one game out of hundreds, out of thousands. You can't let that one loss, that one win hold you back. Every single game is leading into the next game. You can't, like, I think, I can't remember who this was. I can't remember if it was I'm pretty sure it was a pro gamer. It might have been Day 9. But somebody said something along the lines of, when you're up there on that stage at, say, EVO or at GSL, and you just won that first trophy, you shouldn't be looking to, wow, I just played so well. I just won this. What you should be thinking, what your mentality should be is, how am I going to win the next one? How am I going to stay on top? How am I going to keep this gold medal, right? That's how you strive to improve. Is you have to keep motivating yourself. You have to keep looking forward. It's Rocky. It's Rocky, guys. It isn't how hard you get hit. Or wait. I like don't even. I've never seen Rocky, to be honest. I just know the quote. This is how I live my life. I don't watch old movies. I just steal the quotes. Did I stutter? You can't handle the truth. Anyway, but it's that same thing. It's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. right? And yeah, if you lost, like, here's something to consider. Maybe you deserve it, right? And that's something a lot of people aren't willing to accept. Maybe you just deserve to lose some rank today, right? Maybe I played like shit. Maybe I was like smelly. I like didn't take a shower. I wasn't ready. My shoulders hurt. I got all these Johns, but I didn't deserve to win. And sometimes that happens. I've played like shit before. Everybody plays like shit sometimes. Pro players play like shit sometimes. Everybody has bad days. But the thing is, you gotta accept that. Sometimes you just have a bad day. What's the song? You had a bad day? I don't know the lyrics. I'm referencing a lot of shit right now. Referencing just like stuff. And that's okay. But the thing is, like, can you put the turret down? There we go. Whoops. I apparently didn't shield this fellow. I apparently didn't shield a lot of fellows. Like, yeah, you lose a rank, and that's frustrating, and you're allowed to be frustrated, but the thing is, you can't let that define you. You have to say, I earned that rank one time, I can earn it again. What can I do to change my performance from how it was to what it should be, right? I know I'm better than this. How can I play better than this? How can I improve? How can I work with my team to win these games, to get the next rank, right? Like, how can I harness the power of positivity? How can I harness the Brazilian frog? Like, imagine for a second not being a brushed aluminum frog. Okay? Like, just imagine how awful it would be to not be like a brushed aluminum frog, right? And then think, right? Like, I have the potential to be a brushed aluminum frog. I'm not gonna let anything hold me back. I would die before not being a brushed aluminum frog. Let's be honest. Being a frog is how you win games. Oh God, why? Why? Walk around a corner, get Reinhardt ulted. Living the life. Holy shit. I don't know, like, I think getting tilted is okay. Like, getting tilted is an incentive to not get tilted anymore, right? And the way you don't get tilted is by winning a game. And that motivator is just win, right? Play better. Harness the tilt, right? Use the salt. Use the salt. Embrace it. Feel the salt within you. Take that, like, anger, the pent-up rage, the sadness, the teenage angst. Take it all, turn it into a win. Turn it into motivation. Turn it into... I'm trying to find a rhyme, but I'm not that cool. I'm black, but I'm not that black. Oh, we got destroyed, actually. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, there's the plays, boys! Now they have nowhere to sustain on the point. Nice. We pulled it back. We almost got wrecked, and we pulled it back. Sick. Again, little moments. Picking off the Lucio. Delaying the Reinhardt a little bit. Dealing a bunch of damage to the Roadhog so that you had to wait for the health kit. Like, little moments. Maybe it's not the most important thing, but maybe it helped. And that's all that matters, right? You can't look at a game as just a loss. You have to look at it as a bunch of small losses. First of all, it makes it easier to swallow. Think about it this way. You take bites out of food, right? You gotta take bites out of your losses, too. You can't eat a whole apple unless you're a horse. But you can eat small bites of an apple and eventually get the whole apple. So take little tiny bites. Little tiny losses. What could I have done better in this exact situation? Like right here, what could I have done better? Maybe if I practiced my aim as Zenyatta a little bit, I wouldn't miss this Tracer so many times. And if she was dead, maybe we'd delay their push a little bit longer. If I had paid more attention and figured that she would have been coming back, maybe I would have lived in that scenario instead of dying like I did in a very stupid and silly way when I maybe could have ult right now and we'd be holding off this push with ease instead of struggling to survive, right? Just a bunch of little losses, not a big loss. Just a bunch of little losses. Just like it's a bunch of little wins. It's the same thing. It's always the same thing. And yeah, alright. We got fucked that round. We got absolutely rocked. But we got this coin flip, right? We got a 50-50 chance of winning this game easy. Oh, wait, no, we don't. No, we don't. I forgot. We didn't win it in overtime. My Lucio. And one of the big difficulties I definitely have is when somebody takes my Lucio, I, like, don't know what to do. By the way, Akayomi, thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Because, like, my Mercy is definitely less good than all of my other supports, and my Zenyatta is less good than my Lucio. I debate playing tanks, but, like, I feel like I'm not good enough. I don't know. This is the trap you kind of set for yourself, is, like, sometimes a person actually steps up and plays support. 99% of the time, nobody steps up, and you're fucked. But, like, that one time that somebody does, it's just, like, the weirdest thing in the world, because you're, like, you got your cursor over Lucio, you're ready to pick, and somebody else picks it, and you're like, fuck! What do I do now? How can you not follow during that 8-minute speech, right? Thanks so much, Akayami. I really appreciate that. I've been going on a real spiel right now. That's the thing. I'm like, I've had all these like pent up tips, right? Some people have pent up rage. I have pent up tips. I gotta let them all out at once. I'm like a floodgate of tips. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? Everyone expects to stop the other team fully, not stop them for a long time. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's fucking weird, man. Tensions run high in ranked games. Fucking hell. It's like, the thing is, you just gotta do the best you can. Like, every game, it's just do the best you can. Just shut the fuck up, do your job, let everyone else do their job, and do the best you can. Because you can't ask anything more from yourself. You can't play better than you can play. Let's be honest. That's literally physically impossible. You cannot play better than you can play, right? So just play the best you can. Everybody has off games. You can't get mad about that. Sometimes you just play like shit. Like the beginning of this game. I didn't do anything for my team. I literally, all I contributed was 2 deaths to my team. And we won the round anyway. Because sometimes you get carried. But hey, sometimes you play like shit. And sometimes that's okay. It's means to improve. Like, you shouldn't just say it's okay and never look at it. Again, small losses, small victories. But you can't necessarily get mad about like, okay, well I just played like shit, right? And I think you guys all know this, right? Like you can all like see this sort of thing coming, where it's just like you're missing like a bunch of shots that you know are like really easy, and like everything's going wrong that shouldn't be going wrong, and like just everything in the world possible is going poorly. That's when you know you're just playing off. It's not necessarily your fault. A lot of it comes down to environment, right? That's why a lot of like if any of you have seen that GIF of Flash measuring his dong, what he's doing is he's actually measuring the height of the chair in relation to the desk, like how close his lap is to the bottom of the desk. And he does that so that he can maintain the exact same position in practice. Oh shit. Please. Living. Hey, we lived. So he can maintain the exact same position in practice that he does in tournament. He's trying to keep all of his like environment exactly the same. He wants everything to come down to skill. Purely skill. Not something that was bothering him, right? Like, oh, my wrists are at a different angle, my shoulder hurts because of it. They don't want anything like that. So it's important to like keep the environment the same so that you can stay consistent. But at the same time, you can't always do that. You have to be realistic, right? Things happen. This is real life. Sometimes your girlfriend breaks up with you, or like you had a real shit day at work, or like, I don't know, you just got a new job. Shit happens, shit changes. Sometimes you get distracted. And you try and eliminate as much of that as possible, but you can't eliminate all of it. So sometimes shit happens, and you play like ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. I get stubborn, and I keep playing when I play like ass, which is probably really bad. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't really matter, though. You know why? Because it's just another loss. It's just another series of small losses that I can look at to improve myself as a player. Fucking hell, man. I've been like blabbing my mouth for a while. Does anybody have questions for me? I am the man who has solo queue supported my way to rank 66. And I've never... I'm living like Larry, let's be honest. You can't tell me I'm not. I'm living like Larry. If you want to check my career profile, I got it right here. I got that competitive season 1. I've never played Bastion or Genji. I've actually never played Widowmaker in my life. I think. Right? I'm pretty sure I've never played Widowmaker in my life. Literally never. And I don't want to either. That's the sad thing. She's just not fun, in my opinion. I think she's not fun. And I'm entitled to my opinion. And everyone's entitled to their opinion. Best part about opinions is that they're everybody's. And everybody has their own. Oh shit, why? No! Oh my god, Zarya! What a legend. That was really stupid by me. I should have been playing farther back. Symmetra's really good at like just getting up a teleporter and then doing stupid shit. What I need to do is like expedite the whole like getting the teleporter thing so then I can start doing the stupid shit instead of doing the stupid shit first. Alright, so it looks like we've held. I'm pretty hype about that. I'm glad we held. That could have been really bad because I don't actually have teleporter up yet. Oh, please no. I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna wait for teleporter. I'm just gonna hang out. Because if I can get a teleporter up, maybe we hold this instead. Or we just hold it just fine because Lucio is a literal fucking god. Like again, sometimes your teammates just do cool shit. And you help them do cool shit because that's how support works. Yes, you are getting carried. No, it doesn't mean you're a bad player. That's literally what support does, is they get carried. That's how the character works. It's how the class works. You literally do good things and then your team makes you better. Or makes you win the game. That's how support works in every single game. It's all about getting that sick, nasty support on. It's the only way to solo queue. Oh god, why? Oh god, please no. Don't touch me. He touched me. He touched me right in the bum bum, and I'm not okay with that. Now this is a sort of interesting scenario. I'm actually not going to take my teleporter, and this is a stylistic choice by me. I'm not actually sure if it's better or not, but what can I actually provide to my team right now? The best thing that I have is my teleporter, and it's already up. I have 4 sentries. They're in like not optimal positions, but they're like good enough. Why would I waste a teleporter charge when I can't even get ult, right? Ult is already up. I can't even, there's nothing useful to the team that I can do by taking the teleporter. So I may as well just let somebody else have it. That like one teleporter charge. Take the 15 seconds, run back to it. Because look, what did I miss? Nothing changed. It's exactly the same. We basically didn't lose any time. And yeah, the teleporter got destroyed, but what if it hadn't, you know? We could have been legends. That could have been really cool. I could have been a god. I could have like called that shit. Everybody would have been like, wow, Walnut, why don't you ever queue with me? And then I could have been famous. But instead, Tracer had to kill my turret, or my teleporter. And now I'm just a dude at a camera talking to a bunch of cool people about how to win games. I could have been a legend. Why'd you take this away from me? I don't know, man. I honestly don't think, like, solo queue, like, ELO hell exists. I think that's a stupid idea, and it's an excuse. ELO hell does not exist. What exists is bad manners hell. When you start, like, treating everyone like garbage, everyone plays like garbage. And it's consistent, too. It's consistent every fucking time. I've never seen it not happen. Your goal is to be as non-confrontational as possible by just doing your job. Don't say anything else. Don't do anything else. Just do your fucking job. Look at this shit. I have not said a single word in chat in any of my games. Oh shit. I've just been here. I've been a Symmetra. And even when I've like done literally fucking nothing, even when I was the worst Zenyatta in the world, my team didn't say shit. You know why? Because I didn't draw attention to myself. I just did my job. And that's all they need. That's all they require of me. It's the only person I need to be. And hey, we might even win this game off of that. And look, this guy's complaining. And I'm sure he was whining in voice chat too. And look at how well it went for him. Well, actually pretty well right now, probably. Let me fucking change heroes real quick. Let me shut the fuck up real quick and wait until we actually win the game. But for real. Oh, hey, we won anyway. Nice. But the thing is, how does fostering negativity do anything for you, right? What does that do? Doesn't make them play better, right? Like, if yelling at somebody was the magical way to make them play better, I'm pretty sure everybody in like 2K MMR Dota would have like been 7K by now. But that's not how it works, fam. That's not how this shit works. The best teammate you can possibly be is a silent one. Nothing good comes from speaking in a video game. Nothing. I've never had a like good interaction in a competitive game by opening my mouth. Not once. I'm sure there's exceptions to that rule. I'm sure that's definitely happened before. It's not worth the amount of times it doesn't work though. 12:49, almost done. Almost there, boys. I'm riding the hype train of this fucking win streak, by the way. 67, the dream? Guys, we're moving up in the world. I'm living the life right now. I'm living the Soloqueue Support life. That's what I'm living. Hey, I need to change my title. My title says rank 63 support player. How fucking behind are we? Give me that. Give me that rank 67 support player. I'm a legend. I'm a god. I'm also incredibly modest. Living the life. Living the life. Well, Sky is an interesting map. I'm still not sure if I like it. It's like almost good. It has the potential to be really good, but it has the same problem as Temple of Anubis and Hanamura. Oh, fucking hell. I guess I'll go Symmetra. Has the same problem, in my opinion, as Temple of Anubis and Hanamura, where defense spawns way too far away from the first point. So if you lose like one person, or maybe two people, I feel like you just kind of lose the first point for free. And that doesn't feel very fun. I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest, but, again, what am I gonna do? Complaining about it isn't going to make Blizzard change the map right now. Like, they're not gonna pause this game and be like, you know what, bro? I got you. Like Jeff Kaplan, like, jumps out of, like, my computer screen. He's like, hey, I got you, fam. And he changes this map for me. He's not gonna do that. It's never going to happen. It's literally impossible. You did bring your stick and pads. What are you on about? Fucking Lucio. Pull yourself together. But, I don't know. Yeah, there's no point in, like, dwelling on the negativity. I don't think this map is, like, the greatest competitive map ever made. There's nothing wrong with that, but, there's nothing I can do about it either, so I'm not too worried. So, you want to get the early sentries out in, like, aggressive positions, and I don't see enough people doing this, to be honest, because you need to get early charge for the teleport. Like, look, I'm at 60% already. You need to get the teleporter out as fast as you can, and then you can start putting them in defensive positions. Because the teleporter is way more important than just having, like, a sentry nest or whatever. By the time I get there, like by the time I walk to the point, I should have teleporter. Which may not matter. Depends on if my team holds. But at least I did my job, right? I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to like whine that they didn't hold. At the end of the day, I did my job, and that's all that matters. I didn't do my job perfectly, and that's my fault. But hey, I did my job. Alright, and hey, we lived. That's all that matters. We lived. We fucking lived, boys. And the thing is, like, I hear a lot of things, like, as I was saying about Yellow Hell, a lot of people say things about, like, bad teammates. There's no such thing as a bad teammate, right? You're stuck with them for one match, get over it, right? You're not going to have that teammate for very long. There's no such thing as a bad teammate. Somebody's annoying, mute him. Somebody's annoying, stop talking to him, right? Literally don't, the best teammate you can possibly be is by not saying anything. Just do your job. Don't draw any attention to yourself. Don't give people a reason to blame you, right? That's what it is. You're avoiding conflict by not giving anyone a reason to blame you. Just do your job. That's all you need to do. The amount of times, like, somebody has, like, there are very few times where I've just done my job and shut up that people have actually complained about me. And when they have, I would say 99% of the time, somebody else on the team has been like, he played fine. I don't know what you're on about. Every single time that happens. It's like, it's because you're not fostering negativity. You're just doing your job. You're not wasting anyone's time. You're not wasting your own time. You're just playing as well as you can. You're not blaming anyone else. You're not fostering negativity. Like, seriously, people love people that just don't say anything. It seems counterintuitive. But it works. It works. That's the thing. And all that matters is those small victories, man. Small victories with your team, small victories with the enemy. That's it. It's just a game of small victories. Living the life. Living the solo support life. I mean, it's working, is it not? We ranked up, what, like 3-4 spots today? That is not bad. And it looks like we're only going up from here, unless they have like the raddest defense known to mankind, right? Nobody's used a single teleporter charge. I put that up like a solid like 2 minutes ago. This team's really, really good. We work together well, despite the lack of communication. I don't think these people were like queued together or anything. I think there was like one queue of 2. If anybody can spot me on that one, I'd love to know. Because this team actually works like really well together for no particular reason at all. And that happens, right? It's solo queue. You don't know any of these people. And you're probably never going to see them again unless you add them afterwards. Right? So like, there's no point in making friends. Well, okay, I won't say that. There is definitely point in making friends. Not for me. I'm a lone wolf. I got ideals. I don't know. I don't fucking... You gotta... I got a solo queue, right? This is who I am. I'm the solo queue. Everyone else, feel free to make friends. That was bad advice. But you know what's good advice? Don't make enemies. Right? You already have 6 of them. Don't make 5 more. I could go for the Ana here. I'm not too confident in my Ana. I don't want to ask, though, either, right? That's the thing. I want to ask and see what they'll say. But the thing is, I don't want to draw attention to myself. Because the moment I draw attention to myself, anytime something goes wrong, they're going to be like, hey, Ana, you should probably switch. Right? That's the problem. Don't be anyone's friend. Don't be anyone's enemy. Be someone's friend if you want. Sorry, this is bad advice. Bad advice. I'm a terrible person. I'm like Batman, right? I do good deeds, but like I don't have any friends. All I have is like a butler. That's who I am. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Ethan Bradbury. I've got some pretty dank old memes. I pulled that one off the shelf. That was a dusty ass meme right there. Actually, I'm gonna switch to Pharah. I think that Pharah fits better. My Junkrat I think is better, but I think Pharah fits better with this I wouldn't say that, True Nova 21. I've definitely been complained at as a support when I'm being an asshole. People yell at you for not healing enough. People yell at you for not ulting at the right time. I would say that, yeah, probably people complain about DPS more, but that's probably because DPS is more of a, like, visible role than healing is. Whereas, like, you can't physically see all the stuff that a Lucio player is doing, or that a Mercy player is doing. It's more of a backline thing, so a lot of people don't notice it as much, but those that do definitely complain about it. I've seen it, like, slightly more at the higher ranks, I think. I don't think this is working very well. I might have to switch. They have McCree too, which like hard counters me, and I'm not sure I'm ready for that. Ooh, God, no! What a trap! We live in. We live in. That's all that matters. We live in. Just stay alive. You just do a lot of shit when you stay alive. That's all that matters. I know I'm not support, but the advice still kind of somewhat matters. See, we just got a kill, because we stayed alive. There's even an old song. Staying alive, ooh, 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 staying alive. Right? You just gotta do it. My voice is like giving out on me hard, by the way. Hey, give me them heals. Yeah, I don't know. But there's definitely people that complain about support. And especially if I'm being an asshole, the rate of people complaining about me goes way up. And yes, I'll admit, I'm a fucking asshole sometimes. I yell at people. I've yelled at people before. I get into arguments with people on the internet. I have been known to do that, and I'll own that. Because I got frustrated, or I got tilted, or something stupid like that. But that doesn't mean you can't improve, right? You can always better yourself as a person. You can always better yourself as a player. The first step to correcting mistakes is admitting that you made them in the first place. And yeah, I definitely think I was wrong, like, yelling at people in chat. Not because I was wrong necessarily in the argument. Certainly sometimes I was, but sometimes I wasn't either. The problem there wasn't that I was the problem there wasn't that I was wrong. It was that I was wrong to confront them about it. There's no reason to confront somebody about something in a competitive game. It's not going to change their worldview. The moment you start, like, yelling at people is the moment they start becoming stubborn and completely unreceptive to anything you have to say. Rank 68, boys. Living the dream. Living the dream. What just happened? Oh, I turned off the UI. I'm an idiot. Sorry about that. Alright. It's time. Oh, shit. Wait. That's not the brushed aluminum frog. Like, imagine not being a brushed aluminum frog. Sad existence. I don't want to imagine it. I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going to imagine a world that can't exist. I'm not going to imagine a world that I am the brushed aluminum frog. The brushed aluminum frog. Imagine. Right? Like, and if you aren't the brushed aluminum frog, become the brushed aluminum frog. Literally do it. First imagine it, then become it. Paint a Bob Ross painting of the brushed aluminum frog if you have to. It's important to me. It's important to you. It's important to anyone. I can't imagine what it's like to not be a frog. I can't. I got these wall hops, bro. Yeah, Cooper, I did get carried. I got carried hard. Especially that Zenyatta game on Hanamura. My team was fucking great, and I was ass. There's no such thing as a bad teammate, just bad communication. That's what I always say. And by always say, I mean, I made up on the spot, sounded good, let's go. Cleared it. It's good. And I think that's true, too. That's the thing. There's no such thing as a bad teammate, just bad communication. How many arguments have started just because somebody has called somebody out for something stupid? How many teams have fallen apart because one person asked another person to switch a hero in like a slightly incorrect way, or even at all, right? How many teams have just completely fallen apart because of something stupid and little like that? There's no reason. There's no point. Should have heard Adrian's rant. 50% chance to get on winning team. Oh yeah, the coin flip's really stupid. I'm glad they're getting rid of it. Because you can absolutely wreck a team and then they just barely win, and then there's the chance, right, that they win just because. It's stupid, but I mean it's something we have to live with right now, so I can't complain too much. I don't know, it's dumb, but I'm glad they recognized it and they're gonna figure it out. I'm dead. There was no getting out of that. Okay, there was getting out of that if I had maneuvered properly, but definitely not the way I did. I didn't expect, like, when I was fighting the Reinhardt, I was trying to run back to the corner where the bus is, but I didn't suspect the, like, Diva ult coming that direction, so once it came down there, I, like, panicked. That was bad. Alright. I swear you're on a 4-game win streak on a 6-game lose streak. Try it out, man. Become the brushed aluminum frog. There's only 3 rules to the brushed aluminum frog. Your mouth stays closed, you always try to live, and you just do your job. Brushed aluminum frog. That's what I do, man. I haven't said shit in chat. I don't even have, like, I've not touched the bind for my mic. It's on F. Haven't touched it. Haven't even considered touching it. I never talk to my teammates, man. Never. Not once. You know why? Because I'm a frog. Frogs don't talk. Not to their teammates, not to anyone. Frogs are lone wolf creatures. Ah, they're lone frog creatures. That should be the saying, let's be honest. I'm the frog. Solo queue isn't as hard as people think. It just has to do with proper communication. Just like everything in a team game. Proper communication. That's what matters. And you can always change how you are. That's not the proper response, in my opinion. I think that, like, you're never going to convince anyone of anything meaningful over the internet when tensions are running high about losing a game, right? Like, you're never going to, like, I don't, it's this weird phenomenon, right? Like, everybody tries to, like, convince people of shit on the internet, and, like, I don't think that's possible. I literally don't think it's possible to convince anyone of anything on the internet. And maybe that's just me just being cynical, or maybe that's experience, but, like, if somebody says something about you, doesn't matter. Ignore it. Mute them. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you can. Like, I literally, like, if I open the options menu, look at the sound. I have voice chat volume set to 0. I never listen to my teammates. Why? It doesn't matter. I'm the brushed aluminum frog. I do what I want. I do my job. I don't talk. I don't listen to my team. There's nothing they could tell me that I can't figure out myself by playing well enough. That's how solo queue works. You have to assume that you're the smartest player, that you've got the information, and that your team is sometimes competent. They're not smart. They're just sometimes okay. Works in Dota, works in League of Legends, works in any team game. I believe Sir Action Slacks in Dota 2 wrote a similar tutorial about that a couple of years ago. It was a while ago, definitely. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta assume you're the smartest person on your team. Dude, I don't give a fuck about their feels. We're here to win a game. That's what we're here to do. And if they want to sit and chit-chat, they can do that. That's fine. I don't give a shit. But I don't need to listen to it. And I don't need to contribute. I don't need to talk. There's nothing that they can tell me that I couldn't figure out myself by paying attention. I can hear the footsteps of anyone close to me. I can hear the alt sounds of anyone far away. I can be aware of my surroundings and look around, just in case. There's nothing they can tell me that I can't figure out by myself. Most of the time, that is. In solo queue, at least. And the, like, few teammates that are good and, like, actually communicate are not worth the, like, hundreds of teammates that are just 100%, like, complainy and whiny, and I don't want to deal with it. Confrontational, awful. I just don't say anything. I don't bring any attention to myself. I just do my job. If they want to congratulate me for it, cool. I'm not going to congratulate them for playing well. There's no reason to. It takes time away from the game. If it makes them feel good, cool. I don't care. We're here to win a game, not to make people feel good. Like, yeah, that sounds brutal. That sounds like an asshole thing to do. But at the end of the day, it works, right? Nobody complains about me. I don't complain about anyone else. We're all happy, and we all win games. Like, hey, look, that went really well. We had zero communication so far as I could tell. And it went fine, right? A lot of things work in queued games that don't necessarily work in pro games. But that's because we're not at the pro level, right? One thing I noticed, too, is a lot of players expect their opponent to play perfect, and they play around their opponent playing perfectly. This happens a lot more in games like StarCraft and Dota than, say, a first-person shooter, but it still happens here, too, where you'll be looking over a loss or, like, an event or something that happened, and you'll say to yourself, like, oh, I did this because if he were playing well, he could have done this, or something like that. And it's like, that's true, but you also can't assume that your opponent, is always going to make the right decision. You can't always assume that they're going to be the best player and that they're never going to make any mistakes, right? Because they are going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Even the pro players. Every single person is going to make mistakes. You're not playing against a robot, unless, like, maybe against a Bastion, but I don't know if that counts. So you have to expect people to make mistakes. And honestly, a lot of the strategy in this game is based around making people make mistakes. And that's a lot of the strategy in StarCraft too, or in Dota, or really any competitive game, is you're trying to make your opponent make more mistakes than you do. You're baiting out mistakes, you're baiting out difficult situations where they have to make snap decisions about really important stuff when they don't have time to weigh the pros and cons. That's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to overwhelm your opponent with decisions. So use that to your advantage, right? There's plenty of ways you can use it to your advantage when you're like, hey, maybe my Mercy is low HP, but, and I'm low HP, and a Genji is ulting. What can I, like, do to change this scenario? I can YOLO out of there and just get the fuck out, excuse me, and save my own life. Jesus, my throat is dying, by the way. This is actually, like, painful. I can, like, YOLO, get the fuck out of there, speed boost, he can't catch me. Or what I can do is I can air blast him, and he'll most likely turn around because somebody just shot him, and he sees a Lucio and he's like, oh, I'm gonna kill the Lucio. Maybe forgets about the Mercy. Yeah, that puts me in danger, but Mercy's res is arguably way better than my ult. So it's arguably way better to have in that sort of situation where maybe we're losing the point, right? It's snap decisions. You just gotta you gotta bait out mistakes. It's how you win games. Little victories, little losses. Bait out mistakes. That was a good ult by D.Va. With the barrier gone, we should be able to push in more now. I played a little bit too far forward. I thought my team was going to push up with me. But what I forgot about was that they were like a lot farther behind me than I anticipated. And obviously they're a little bit more skittish about moving in considering there was just like a Reinhardt ult, and they maybe don't know that D.Va just ulted in the middle of the point and Reinhardt's shield is down. It's a hard thing to hear in the middle of the action. If I had played farther back and maybe stayed alive, I might have 50% ult right now. I don't know. But I definitely could have played that out better. Maybe we could have held the point if my team had seen me still alive. They would have pushed up. Everyone would have been trickle healed up. Might have been good. I don't know. Hypotheticals, man. Small victories, small losses. Living the life. Becoming the brushed aluminum frog. Oh god, why? Why? There's so many ults. Please no. Don't touch me. We lived. The dream. I'm just a frog. You can't do this to me. I definitely heard the Genji behind me and just didn't definitely just didn't react. Sorry, I'm like, my brain is like going pretty fucking hard right now. I've been awake for almost 26 hours now. This is the story of a girl who cried an ocean and drowned the whole world, I think. Freaking top 40 pop songs, man. Alright, we got this, I think. They're gonna play really aggressive here and maybe push too far forward. And now I have ult. Alright, so I just kind of reset it to neutral with my ult. And then Reinhardt was able to... Oh god, punish with his. Oh, I got stuck on the tree. Sometimes shit just happens. You get stuck on map geometry. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. Frickin' map geometry, bro. Literally broken. Get this shit out of my game. Kappa HD. No! Oh god, I got fucking clubbed. Alright, so both teams are better at defending than attacking, which is fine, I suppose. But that means this is going to come down to the coin flip. Which is unfortunate, but... Damn. I want to say something, but I don't want to say something. Like, we could maybe use a Torb here. We need some area denial is what we need, because they just sort of walked all over us. We have 4 tanks. I don't think that's the solution. Alright, this gives me the chance. YOLO. Honestly, like, don't think Lucio Zen Rhine is the solution, because I think we tried that last time and it didn't work. If they don't have a Reaper, 3 tanks is fine. I know I said don't talk to people, but sometimes you gotta break your own rules. No, you don't. That was stupid. Why did I bring attention to myself? I'm an idiot. The best thing I could have done there was not say anything. And right now, I'm gonna not say anything. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do about him asking me to go Zen? I'm gonna do my job. We need area denial because we were lacking it last time. And now we have area denial. I'm gonna do my job. Maybe I seem like a bad teammate because I'm not doing exactly what they want. But at the same time, if I'm working for the best interest of the team, can I really be a bad teammate? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I have no fucking idea. Maybe we don't need a Torbjorn. Maybe exactly what we need is a Zenyatta. I could be entirely wrong. But we'll never know until we, like, play the game out, you know? This is kind of a bad turret spot. I'm an idiot. Ah, shit. I got flankeroonied and I didn't have my turret up. This might be bad. This could be bad. Are we gonna lose this on a coin flip? We can't. This is the dream. This is the dream. We have to do this. We might not do this. I tried. I really did. I put my turret in a stupid spot. If I put it in a better spot, I think it would have been fine. But you know what I'm going to say in response to that man complaining about Torb? Nothing. Why? Why? Because it doesn't matter. I will never see this man again. He's looking for excuses, is what he's doing. He's looking for excuses as to why we lost. And that has nothing to do with me. He's not asking me. He's asking himself, really. Because he's trying to convince himself that it was anyone other than him that called the loss. And that's the thing. Like, maybe I made the wrong call there. Maybe we didn't need a Torb. But from my experience, when we get absolutely fucked by a Genji, usually it's because we need a Torb. So I tried it out. Didn't work out, but sometimes you don't win. Sometimes you lose. And I'm okay with that. I won 4 games in a row and ranked up 4 times. I'm fine with that. It's just a loss. I can always play better. Now I know, like, there are 2 options from that scenario. Either don't play Torb or put the turret in a better position and protect it better. Right? Now I can try those. Now that I know that that's a problem, I can try those in the next game. And I can see which one works. And then from that, if one of those almost works but doesn't quite, I can improve upon that. I gotta analyze my losses and see what I can do better. I don't blame anyone else because I don't control those other players. There's nothing I can do. The only thing I can do is control myself, which is what I'm doing. Trying, but after losing my 9th game in a row, I'm no longer thinking I'm going to win. And that's a problem. It's all mentality. Like I said, if you're happy when you're smiling, then when you smile, you'll be happy. If you think you're going to win, you have a much better chance of winning than if you think you're going to lose. I believe this was actually scientifically proven. I believe. There's a lot of variables involved, though, so I'm not sure how that would work. But the concept still stands. Don't think of it as a losing streak. Think of it as a learning experience. Think of it as the brushed aluminum frog. Fucking brushed aluminum frog. The worst thing you can do is dwell on your losses. Acknowledge them, learn from them, but don't dwell on them. Because your losses don't define you, your wins do. Every time you queue up, it makes you a better player, so long as you're trying to be a better player. You have to practice with purpose. And hey, even if you lost those games, can you think of things you've done better in the later games than the ones you lost the first time? Like, hey, I died less times this game, or hey, I did more damage, or I got more kills this game. Like, there's small victories within big losses. I set up a really nice combo ult to Zarya. Things like that, right? Like, if you recognize the things you've done well, you reinforce the idea of repeating those things. And repeating good things is always good. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I was not ready for Reinhardt to lower his shield there. Wake up, Roadhog, we need you. Please come back to me. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Living! That's all you gotta do. Just gotta live. You gotta live. Please no. Oh god, there's a lot of dudes here. I was not ready. Alright, we'll have to hold the second point. That's fine. The first point's really hard to hold if we don't have like a Symmetra and maybe also a Mercy. I didn't get ult in time, so it was really hard to push back the aggro. Oh god, that high noon was really good. Oh god, that high noon was really good. Or maybe that wasn't high noon. Maybe that was a maybe that was just a fan the hammer. Oh god. But we held, and that's what's important. Small victories. We can hold this for 7 minutes. I think we got it. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of small victories, but I think we got it. This is dangerous, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but YOLO. So my team is trying to hold the upper left. That's the important position to them. So I'm going to go help them do that. Maybe I don't think it's the best thing to do, but I'm not my entire team, and I'm not calling the shots for my entire team. If they want to push out this way, the best thing I can do is help them do it. Because if they do it right and they do it successfully, that's always going to be better than me doing the right thing and them failing the push because I wasn't there. Even if your team makes a bad decision, try and work with it anyway. Work with what you've got. Like I said, your teammates are bad. But they aren't always bad. They're sometimes smart. You're the smartest guy. But sometimes they do things right. You gotta give them a little credit. Not too much, just a little. It's important. Like, hey, we didn't lose anybody going up that way, so I think it was fine, right? Like, we didn't really get a whole lot from it, but I don't think we lose anything, so I think we're actually just fine. That was a dangerous scenario. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Let me see. Getting caught between a Tracer and an Ana is really difficult. I'm honestly like not sure what the best course of action is. I don't want Roadhog to die, especially now that he's ulting. Alright, we killed him. That's fine. We can speed boost to chase down the Ana. Oh my god, he healed. Why? Why? Yes! Living the life. Oh my god, living like Larry, boys. Small victories do matter, because that's things that you can repeat, right? When you're training like a dog new tricks, there's a reason why you reward them every time they do it right. And that's called positive reinforcement. And it's how people learn new things. We actually learned a lot about it in psychology. We spent like an entire unit on reinforcement. But basically the way positive reinforcement works is you're telling them there's a reward for a desired action. And if you recognize those small victories and you say, hey, look, this is something good that I did that that maybe or that would probably work in the future, you can apply that to your other games, and that's really important. Because that means you have more opportunities for small victories later, and the more opportunities for small victories that you have, excuse me, the more opportunities for small victories that you have, the more small victories you actually will have. It's like throwing 1,000 basketballs at a basket, right? Eventually you're going to make a couple of them, right? It's just how statistics work. If you hit 1 in 3 basket, and you throw 1,000 balls at the basket, you're going to get more than if you throw 100 balls at the basket, right? It's simple statistics. So if you have more things in the back of your head, like, hey, I can do this in this scenario, and you get more of those small victories, there's more of a chance that you actually achieve those small victories. And then once you achieve those small victories, they may lead to more. And every single small victory can snowball into a bigger one. Like, hey, here's a small victory. I was playing very carefully, but I pushed forward when I knew it was safe, and I was able to get my Roadhog out of danger. What can that lead to? That can lead to Roadhog having his ult about 30 seconds earlier, because he doesn't have to die and then walk back. He's doing damage the whole time rather than being dead. So he's gaining ult a lot faster. Say Roadhog has ult 30 seconds faster, we can push 30 seconds faster, and maybe the enemy team doesn't have their ults ready yet, and then we walk in, we basically catch them with their pants down. It's fucking fantastic. It's the power of small victories. Every game is won by seconds, not minutes, not hours. Oh yeah, definitely not, Alex. Still going strong. Got 2.5 hours left until my 24 hours are up. And then I get to pass out, wake up, and go to work. That's going to be great. Or like, I don't know. Say I know I'm very aware of my enemy's positioning, and I can speed boost as Lucio and catch out a Symmetra before she gets her teleporter down. That's a huge deal, right? A small victory in knowing how aggressive I can be with my opponent's positioning on the map. A big victory in denying the teleporter for another minute on a map like Temple of Anubis or Hanamura. We could win the game off of just that play alone. But it's something you have to learn to go for, right? You can't just go for it willy-nilly and expect it to work. You gotta know when. What happened to Phantom Brave? We hit the point of the game where it gets, like, really grindy. Basically, there's an infinite dungeon system. Like, you basically have infinitely randomly generated dungeons. But they're all relatively long, so they're about 7 floors, so 7 individual battles with a fair amount of enemies on each. And that takes a while. It's usually about 45 minutes to an hour per dungeon, and that usually boosts you up about 3 levels of character, sometimes less, sometimes more. It's a little bit tedious too, because you can't use, like, you can technically do dungeons that are more difficult than your level, or I mean that are slightly more difficult or closer to your level. But if you do those, there's more of a risk of dying and just kind of losing your progress. And there's also more of, like, you're gonna have to go back to Phantom Isle more often, which means you don't get the bonus experience for doing consecutive floors. So you generally want one about 7 to 10 floors, which is about an hour. It just gets really tedious having to do it all at once. Like, I can't do, like, 12 hours, because, like, the enemies are usually pretty easy. They usually go down in, like, 2, maybe 3 hits max. So a lot of it is just, like, hitting the same menu buttons, and it was 5 in the morning, and chat was dead, and I was not feeling it. So I switched over to TF2, and then Pugwash suggested Overwatch, so I switched, and then ended up doing very well. But basically what I need to do is I just need to do that segment in smaller chunks, because doing it, like, all at once fucking blows. It's a nice thing to do when you're, like, listening to a podcast or, like, watching an episode of House, because it's pretty mindless, but doing it all at once with no other distractions is pretty fucking painful. It's just like any other grinding, though. It's not anything special. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do another 24-hour stream first, or if I'll do another 24-hour stream soon, excuse me, because I'm kind of dying right now. I would say that I'm fine right now, and I was fine for about 8 hours after I first started. Oh shit, they have really, really aggressive push. Just gotta not die. That's important. Not die. I just have to not die. There's a few things I learned from this one that I'll probably use in my next one, like buy energy drinks and like Gatorade and shit for beforehand, so you actually have something to drink. And then also caffeine too. Caffeine's pretty important. And then also like I need to have shit prepared for when chat is like slow or dead, because certain games only work well when there's people in chat. Because like if I can like hang out with chat while doing the Phantom Brave grinding, like it's fine. But when chat is as dead as it was in like at like 5 in the morning, like it just gets a little bit like there's nothing but the grinding and the menuing, and that's mind numbing. I would definitely say that the hours of like about 3 in the morning to about 9 were the most painful. I'm fine now because I've got the adrenaline of the like sick wins, and I've also got people in chat to keep me company. We got some cool people here tonight. Oh shit, he's still charging it up. Yeah. It depends on how many people are in chat, though, I think, for JRPGs. Like, I had a lot of fun with Phantom Brave, especially the first part where you're just sort of, like, progressing through the story without, the grinding. But you're definitely right. Like, when chat gets slow at night, I definitely need to switch it up to something else. Something a little more action-packed that I can devote more attention to, so that I'm not, like, completely fucking, like, brain dead. But, like, right here, right now, I'm fine. And then, when I first started for about 8 hours, I was fine. So I just need to prepare for that, like, 8-hour segment in the beginning that was just, like, complete ass. Or, I mean, in the middle, excuse me. That 8-hour segment in the middle that just, like, hurt my soul. And then we should be fine. But I don't think I could do 24-hour streams on consecutive weekends or anything like that, because I'm not fucking insane. All I am is a brushed aluminum frog. I'm not a wizard. The reason I say it's like stupid to oh, that was weird. No. I don't think I could ever do anything longer than 24 hours. Oh shit, we gotta hurry. That was awkward. The reason I say it's stupid to argue with people about like decisions and about decisions in a game, like when I went toward that other game and we lost. The reason I say it's stupid to argue about that is because what could I possibly accomplish by arguing with him? I wasn't gonna convince him of anything. You're never gonna convince anybody on the internet of anything. That's just how like people on the internet work. He was mad about losing. He's looking for excuses. There's nothing I can convince him of. You know? Brain power. Damn. What a solution. Alright, all we gotta do is push this point and we got this shit. Oh my god, is this what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Get this out of my sight! I can't handle the beat. That actually sounded pretty fucking savage if, like, you didn't have the song for context. You know what keeps me going? Having a fucking brain. Oh, God. We are in harmony. I am a brushed aluminum frog. A legend among men. Hmm. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. I'm gonna be pretty sad if we lose this shit. I'm gonna be a salty fucking snail if we lose this shit. That's okay. Don't worry. Everyone gets salty, that's the thing. It's just a matter of working past it. Get past the salt. Become the salt. Walnuts without salt are a little bit bland, I gotta admit. Like, I love walnuts as much as the next guy. Maybe a little more, considering I named myself after them. Without a little salt, they're, you know, kind of bland. Living the life. Brushed aluminum frog. Imagine being not a brushed aluminum frog. This game's taking forever, by the way. I like just realized this game has been like really fucking long. We actually have a lot of time to push this too. I'm gonna ult here because I don't want Reinhardt to die. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Oh god, what a read. This nigga was like, he's going around. He's going around the bell. Everybody touch him. He's getting around the bell. Go tell it on the mountain. He's going around the bell. Alright. We did it. Sick. Is this the dream? Were we the underdogs? Is this the dream? 69? Are we getting 69 tonight? That's my question. Brushed aluminum frog. That's how I live my life. I live my life as a brushed aluminum frog. I wonder how many sentences have never been said before. The dream? Aww. That's pretty sad. I was banking on the dream, let's be honest. I was ready for the dream. I can't quit until I'm rank 69. I have to be rank 69. This is important to me. This is important to me. As a human being, as a player. As a winner. As a brushed aluminum frog. I need to do this. Alright, let me check the leaderboards real quick. This is important. No underdog this match. Rank 69. I am top 3%. Living the life. 97th percentile. I gotta do it. Rank 69. Just imagine not being the brushed aluminum frog. Gotta go fast. Sonic speed. You know.
Look at this team. We're gonna do great.
YOLO. I have a problem. I was so mad when YOLO was a thing, and now that it's not, I like started saying it ironically, and now I like say it, and I don't want to say. I just keep saying it. What's wrong with me? Somebody help me! I have a problem. I'm an addict, but only to the word YOLO. Can not it do it. Got wall climbs for days. Living life as a brushed aluminum frog. It's a hard life. It's a dangerous life. But it's a life that's all mine. Alright, we got some sick high ground here. I'm digging this. Playing with the team. Hey. That's how you get tinnitus. That's how you get tinnitus. That's how you get tinnitus. Ooh, you hear that? That's how you get tinnitus. Saved? By the bell. I'm a legend. Smartest person on your team is always you. But everyone else, almost competent. Sometimes competent. Gotta give them a little credit. Not too much. Just a little. Sometimes they do cool shit. We're just giving them enough time so that they can acquire it. Monkeys with typewriters. Works of Shakespeare. Sometimes they do cool shit. Like, look at that hook. That was pretty rad. That was a cool hook. Imagine not being the brushed aluminum frog, and then he's just like dead instead of being able to do that hook. That was a sick dodge. Holy shit. I've never seen that before. She's like, I'm out of here. Looking like Big Band without escape. I really didn't want Roadhog to die. He died anyway. That's the sad part. But that's okay. We pushed him back a little bit. Oh god. This is not what I wanted. Oh god, this is not what I wanted at all. I didn't realize Reinhardt was coming back around. What comes around goes back around. I should have listened to R. Kelly in his hit single "Trapped in the Closet." I can't tell what's more of a joke: hit single or trapped in the closet. Oh god damn. Ho, turn it up. That's how you get tinnitus. Yo, that's how you get tinnitus. Has anyone seen that video where it's like it's like the kid and he's like, this is how you get rid of tin ringing in your ears. It's so fucking good. I need to find that shit. It's like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But like at the same time, I just can't stop watching it. It's YouTube incarnate. Oh god. No! What a diva ult. If I had speed boost sooner, I think we would have lived that. Oh my god, what a Reinhardt ult. Unfortunately, nobody's there to capitalize, so I don't necessarily agree with that, but it was still cool. That's all that matters. We just gotta get cool plays. See, I don't necessarily think we should be pushing this out this aggressively, but I'm helping my team, and look at that, it worked out. Sometimes you just gotta do stupid things. You're smart, your team's not. Sometimes they do cool things though, so you gotta be there when they do. To pat them on the back, Give him a little bit of that sweet, sweet healing music. And tell them that that's how you get tinnitus. Yo, that's how you get tinnitus. All in a day's work of the brushed aluminum frog. Oh god. I was not ready. And apparently neither is she. She hit Q. She's like, wait a minute. Time to raise my EPM. Little shortcut. Let's go. If you break the rails there, it's like so marginally faster that it doesn't even matter. Oh god, there's a lot of dudes here and not a lot of teammates. I thought they were gonna last longer on the other side. That's okay. McCree and Tracer cleaned up, at least to an extent. Double time. I'm not doing a very good job of staying alive. The last like 3 lives just sort of like walked in there and not lived. It seems like an ambitious place to hold them, but I'm okay with that. Alright, I don't need to play super forward. It's fine. See, Zenyatta's playing super forward. Almost died for it. Better than the life. Oh, see, what a hook. That was a cool dude hook right there. Please. Alright, McCree got it too. I am so dead. Just hold it, McCree. You got it. Please, no. Oh god, why? Oh, see, what a cool dude hook. This nigga's alright. I'm living the life. Oh god, 0.422 meters. The life. Living like Larry. Live in the brushed aluminum frog life. They don't have as good a sustain as us though, because we spawn right here, and also we've got the brushed aluminum frog. We might be able to hold this. I'm digging it. I just want to make sure they don't cap it from behind. They've got maybe one more push left in them. But I don't know how many ults they have, because they blew a lot of them. Like, Roadhog ult won't be up. Lucio ult might not be up. Like, probably won't. Zenyatta ult hurts, but... Aw, that was stupid. I wasted my ult a little bit. I should have waited. Alright, solid counter diva ult. Ooh, the Tracer ult. Nice. Living the life. I turned away for 15 seconds and I almost went. Yeah, it kind of fell apart, but it's alright. I think this team's better at attack than defense anyway, like our team. So, I feel like we should be able to roll him. That's the best part about Lucio too, is he's pretty much always going to be better on attack than he is on defense. So like, you can take your performance on the defense side and just like pretty much say we're going to do better on the offense side every single time. So if we were able to hold him off, like we should be able to win this. 3-2. And then it's dream time.
Come on, let's bring it together. Don't move.
Look after yourself out there. I get to something.
Oh, there.
Let's live the life. Let's live the life. The life of a man dictated by his face.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack opponents.
I got 3 words for you.
Escort the payload.
Actually, it's 5 words. I'm an idiot. I got 5 words for you. That's how you get tinnitus. Alright, this is a standard defense. We just have to spam out the Reinhardt shield. And then we got easy pickings. I couldn't save Junkrat, which is super sad. Oh god. Anna saved me. See, sometimes they do cool shit. Gotta give him some credit. Not too much, just some. A little bit. Cool stuff, man. He saved me. Group up here. Alright, Roadhog's going in. This man's going ham. He's a man with a plan. He's got it. He's good. Oh god, that lag. Don't do this to me, game. Alright, we're going this way. I don't think we should go this way, but we're going this way. Team wants to go this way. So that's what we're doing. Play with the team. They don't always do cool things. Sometimes they do. Oh god. Save the Roadhog. Oh god, not at all. No! I tried so hard. In the end, it didn't even matter. We got plenty of time though. I think we got this. I think we're there. We got plenty of people on the point. We're pretty close. We got a McCree. I'm gonna wait a little bit for that ult. So Ryan behind. That's okay. Ooh, cool dude hook. This Roadhog is a legend. I just need to keep him alive. He always does cool dude stuff. Like, nigga's looking like Bizarro Flame against Ken right now. Cool dude. Straight cool dude. This is stupid. I don't know why I'm here. Alright. We gotta group up. We gotta get a good sound barrier. Alright, so I need to not die. Oh fuck. He cancelled my ult. That was really good. Oh shit. Their ult usage is better than ours for sure. Right now. But I think we still got it off the shooty action. I'm kinda glad that didn't go through, because that would have been just me and probably Tracer. I don't think that would have been the dream. I'm really... Damn. We need Roadhog to be able to push with us, because Roadhog is like really fucking good, like as a player. Tracer keeps focusing him, which is really smart. It's very annoying. Alright, this is probably the best we're gonna get. Nice hook. Holy shit. That was unreal. Alright, I think we got this. It's about the best push we're gonna get. Oh my god. Unbelievable. He's had so many Reinhardt ults. It's unbelievable. Like, what was that? The 4th one I've seen myself? Jesus. That was pretty sad. So many Reinhardt ults. Are they giving out ulti charge for damage blocked now or something? Because holy shit, did he have so many. Yeah, this was a little bit frustrating. Is he like always the Tracer always killed the Roadhog, so we could never get a push going because Roadhog was, I think, our best player, like skill wise. The Roadhog was really good. Where's the dream at though? My dreams. Oh well, we didn't lose a whole lot of MMR for that, so we're still in range of the dream. That's all that matters. We're in range of the dream. Gimme this frog. I think my King of the Hill is my best match type. I got that OG aluminum frog.
Come on, let's bring it together.
This place looks way different on low graphic settings than medium graphic settings. But like lighting is way different and there's a lot more blue. Imagine. Just imagine.
Let's get him moving. The enemy is here.
Whoa there. I tried to keep everyone alive. Their Tracer's pretty good. Holy hell. Should I say Winston? Is it time? Do I say words? I don't know, man. I'm supposed to keep my mouth closed. I gotta say it in the least confrontational way possible. I think a Winston... No. Here, alright, least confrontational way possible. Someone please fucking switch to Winston. No. We gotta think this one through. We don't even need a Winston. We're fine. We did it. See? We're good. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to do anything. Everyone's just doing their job. That's what matters. See? It was a mistake to even think about it. I don't necessarily want to push out this far, but sometimes people do cool things. You know what? Can't say no to cool things. Nigga's looking like a cool dude. The saddest Lucio in the world. I watched him like fall off the edge. Alright, we pushed it back. I think we got it. Dude, brushed aluminum frog. Look, they got one too. It's the frog, bro. Hey, Diva's dead. Boop. Did he actually get the Tracer with that? Unreal. See, cool stuff. Sometimes. Not every time, sometimes. You're the smartest person on your team. Don't give him too much credit. Just some. It's how you win games. It's how you solo queue. Alright, I'm too far forward. Oh god, the lag. Feel the healing beat, please. Oh god. Living? Living? Staying alive? Please, please staying alive. Please. Damn. Fuck. I was really close. I almost have ult, so I think we should be good. And McCree's got ult too. You got all sorts of stuff. I gotta coordinate with the Zenyatta, so our ults don't overlap. Like a bunch of dandies. I got McCree in his ult. I got the Diva in her mech. No! And I got the Zenyatta, and I got anyone behind me. So that was a really good ult. I purposefully waited a little longer than I normally would because I wanted to get Diva's mech with it too. And I figured McCree was going to ult at some point considering he had it and it was the end of the game. So I just YOLO'd it. I gave it the old wait and go. Living the dream, Cooper. Living the dream. Brushed aluminum frog. Can we get the hoops? Who said you suck at basketball, bro? Stick to soccer or hockey or whatever the fuck Brazilians play. They play like a Brazilian sports or something. Somebody please laugh at that. It's all I have. I'm just a mockery of a human being. All I am is a brushed aluminum frog. Alright. Here's the dream, boys. Let's get patched up. Alright, we have an advantage. We have that home team advantage. Oh god, now we don't. That was a nice shot. McCree fucking wrecked me. Speed boost. That's how you get tinnitus. Hey, we actually won the objective. Nice. Oh god, he has high noon already? What? That's fine. Alright, this is not the place to be. This is not the place to be. Absolutely the wrong place. That was stupid. I don't know why I like ran in there. I figured there was like someone closer and there just wasn't anyone closer. I should have actually like turned around and looked though. That would have been like really smart. That would have been wicked smart. Check it out. Oh god. Sorry, she got stuck and ran towards me. I do that all the time though. It's like, I get stuck and like I don't even realize because the message comes up way too fucking late. And I just panic. And then one of my teammates dies. Because I'm a fucking moron. Not a Mormon, just a moron. That's not right. I'm loving this. Alright, looks like we're gonna push through here. Digging it. In the life. Alright, we are capping really fast. Oh, nice on ult. Oh god, every ult in the universe. Every ult in the universe. Let's go. I just want to reset, keep my team alive. Because I think my team wins the fight as long as they stay alive. Nice. Good shit. We did it, boys. We lived the life. Alright, climb the pillar, get some scouting information. Alright, that's all we needed. Dude, look, she had a plan. I didn't know she had a plan, but she had a plan, and she got some stuff from that plan. That was sick. See? Some credit. Not a bunch of credit. You gotta expect them to do stupid shit. Because then you can never be disappointed. And you'll always be really, really impressed when they do something cool. Right? He killed 2 supports with that shit. Unbelievable. Killing both supports is like really fucking good. Because they have no sustain. They can't push. There's nothing they can do. The chip damage is gonna add up. Yo, Pugwash, I am dead. Don't worry, man. Done in 2 hours. Really, probably 1.5 now. That's okay, though. You know why? I'm a brushed aluminum frog. That's all that matters. That's all that ever matters. Actually, staying alive is all that matters. Really, there's about 3 things that are all that matter. Alright, reset, reset. Give. Ooh. That nasty fucking Zarya ult. Alright, I think we have this. There's a diva behind. That's okay. Oh god, it's not okay. Living. Brushed aluminum frog. Living the life. Oh god, please live. Please live, please live. Oh god! That was not what I wanted. I think we still have this though? No we don't, no we don't, no we don't. It's okay. We got the follow-up push. Our push has been better than theirs consistently. That's all we gotta do. All we gotta do is just push. It's just push. It's easy. We've done it before. We'll do it again. Just push. The reckoning. Probably should have waited a little bit for Zarya, but it's fine. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm so unbelievably dead. I got like stuck on the map geometry, bro. Can't handle this map geometry. Let me out of here. Oh shit. We're actually gonna lose this round, I think. Damn, that's really sad. We had it. Damn. That was it. That was ours. That was all we had. If I hadn't blown my ult after the Lucio ulted on their team, I think I would have been fine. Because I would have used it a little bit later. But I like panicked. I'm like, I'm going to reset. That's not how it works. Name's McCree. This is probably the best map for Lucio anyway. So maybe. The Dream? The Dream's still alive. We never lost the Dream. Dream's always been here. 69, boys. 69. Give it to me. I'm going to do something a little bit different this round. I'm not going to speed boost. I'm just going to healing boost right when the like initial fight comes. And we'll see how that works. Living the frog life. Please no, don't die, Zarya. Please don't die. Damn. Because I don't think their Roadhog's dead. Tracer dying is really good though. Because that means they're like their flank state's gone. I'm putting a lot of pressure on the Zenyatta too. And he actually died. Nice. Very, very nice. McCree's really good. McCree's doing it, man. I got faith in him. I will ult this man any day of the week as Mercy. Except for the days that I don't play Mercy. That's the only concession. Oh shit. Damn. I thought Diva's thing would cover me, but it was a little too far off. Time to accelerate. It's okay. I got ult. Ooh, Zenyatta with that nasty kill. Oh god, that was the saddest Winston I've ever seen. There, McCree's doing a lot too. And we got double flankerooned. I don't know if this is the dream, boys. I don't know. I need to not peek out like that. That was dumb. I almost died. Dying here is not optimal. Oh, fucking hell. God damn it. I got, like, pushed by it and it slowed me down. I'm an idiot. I should have just ran towards the pillar. I think I should be able to get back before their tanks do. So I think I should still be good. Please. Please be the brush lunar frog. Livin. Livin. Please don't push too far forward. I'll help you if you do, but please don't. Is it high noon? I don't want it to be high noon. Tell me it's over. I like basically always have Discord orb on me. Their Zen's playing really well. That was really stupid. Oh god, that didn't do anything. It was a wasted ult. Oh man. This might not be the dream. This doesn't seem like it. No, we got it. We got it. Come on. We just gotta play better. Just don't die. It's the dream. Alright. That's a really good Zenyatta ult. Oh, Jesus Christ. Their Tracer and their McCree are playing really fucking well. So it's hard to get in on their Reinhardt and their... Or I mean their Roadhog and the Diva. Pump up the volume. Oh my god, Zenyatta just went ham. The dream? Just keep everyone alive. I don't need to play super aggressive. I'm getting close to ult too. Keep people alive. Oh shit. I didn't see it until after I clicked. Here it comes. Every ult in the universe. The standard combo of every ult in the universe. I think we got it. That one was close. That one was really close. The last one was close too. It's on this map again. Damn. That means we're gonna have to step it up. Idios. Alright, here's the dream. Oh god, Winston went way YOLO. Man did not give a fuck. He was ready. It was his time to shine. Are we winning this? Unbelievable. We fucking destroyed them. Unreal. Where's the cool dude moves? I'm waiting for it. Where's the cool... Oh, God. God damn it. That McCree played really well. Not much I could do there. Just have to make sure Zenyatta doesn't die. Because as long as Zenyatta is alive, we have sustain. He's playing a really aggressive Zenyatta, though. His aim's good, but it's a bit risky. Please no. Oh, alright. Oh, God, why? This will protect us. You're not wrong. In fact, you're all sorts of right. I have a vault, so we should be able to push this out. Considering last time we fucking annihilated them. Alright, let's go. Oh, I didn't get Winston in that. That sucks. Ah, shit. I got stuck. That's fine. My team's really good, so I think they got this. Looks like it. They do. With the Winston ult? Definitely. Looks like more of them are dying. Lucio's not there either. But I get back before he does. And also we have the sustain with the Zarya. I tried for it. I tried for the style. I was going deep. I was feeling the beat. Alright, I'm a little worried to be honest. I don't feel too confident about this. There's one dude.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Come on, we need to get control of the point. You feel that?
My ultimate is ready.
My ultimate is charging.
Alright, we just gotta cap it really fucking fast before they can stop us. Nice. Oh god, not what I wanted. Damn, that was stupid of me. I had the barrier, so I got like really YOLO, and it just like didn't turn out well. Jesus, Zenyatta ult just completely fucking shuts down Zarya ult. It's unreal. It's not even like close. Damn. Alright, with the Winston ult, I think we got this. Given the old healer-roonies. Given the last final push that we need. That ulti, the Lucio ulti that they can't reciprocate because they used it earlier. Zenyatta with the ult too. Because we didn't trade ults there either. It's a game of ults, a game of small victories. Please don't go for the tumbler skill. Oh my god, this Tracer. Alright, we got her. The dream! The dream! The dream! Oh my god, we did it, boys. Hey, Zenyatta play the match. Nice. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. This was sick as fuck. These guys got aim, man. The strats. Boys, we made it. We made it. 69. What a fucking game, boys. What a fucking... Tell me we get a legendary in the loot box. Tell me. Tell me right now. Oh, God, that feels good. Holy shit. Tried so hard. Lost it all. The end? Didn't even matter.